Title: People won't break down their boxes. I live in a large apartment building and every floor has one trash room. There are signs everywhere that say to please break down your box and throw it down the trash chute. Well, especially since COVID hit with people doing more online shopping, the trash room has been overflowing with unbroken boxes. There are residents that apparently believe the maintenance workers should break it down for them. I find this extremely rude, especially during COVID times. Many of those residents don't bother to at least black out or rip off their address, which show which apartment it came from. Title: Not eating those cookies, no problem. We grew up around the corner from a Peak Frian's cookie factory and my dad used to bring bulk bags to the office for the cookie jar. Everyone used to contribute $1 a month to keep the cookie jar stocked. Now, these cookies were usually imperfect, a touch too dark, too much filling, or mixed when they were switching over lines. This is important. One guy refused to contribute, saying he never ate the cookies. This would have been fine, but not only did he eat the cookies, he ate more than anyone else and would regularly take some home to boot. My dad and his coworkers were fed up and came up with a plan. Title: Entitled Old People at Swimming Pool. Since most of the swimming pools near where I live are closed or only allow lane swimming or have no changing facilities, I have started traveling to another town to take my 3-year-old daughter swimming as our usual pool is still closed. They have family sessions at certain times and lane swimming at others. For some reason lots of pensioners like to go on the family times and a few have moaned about kids splashing around. Most of the old people are regulars who must go every day and all know each other. At this pool it costs 20p for a locker, which is non-refundable. Most of the old people are tight and refuse to pay this. Before Corona they would leave their bags at the edge of the pool, but they are not allowed to do this now. A few leave their belongings in the changing rooms and take the risk of something being stolen. Here is my revenge. In the male changing room there are 2 family changing cubicles and only one of them has a baby changing table. This is the best place for me to get changed with my daughter, as it is private and there is plenty of space and she doesn't have to sit on the floor and there is no risk of her seeing things or people seeing her getting changed, as the main changing room is quite open and busy. After swimming yesterday I went into the prime changing cubicle to find one of the belligerent, entitled old codgers had used the only baby changing table as a free locker, so I couldn't use it to change my child. This really annoyed me, so after I had got us both changed I went back into the cubicle and scooped up all the clothes and belongings and chucked it into the corner of the other cubicle. Title: SHT Talk. I don't know if this actually counts, but please finish reading before judging. I'll take it down if the majority feels that this doesn't count. 2 years ago I moved from California to Indiana, where I currently live. This was in 7th grade, so there was significant difference between the cool kids and everyone else. I'm a smart kid, I'm currently taking all honors biceps, and most of the teachers liked me. Basically this meant some people thought of me as a teacher's pet, and I didn't talk to that many people, for obvious reasons. I was placed as a group leader for a project in class, and one of my group mates was a cool kid, who also was one of the kids who didn't get good grades. There were some smart, cool kids. I was kinda pushy with getting people to do work, cause I had no chill in 7th grade. Anyways, the next morning on the bus this kid starts badmouthing me. He didn't know I was there because the sun hadn't risen, I was wearing a parka, and the bus was horribly lit. He goes off on how I'm a teacher's pet, I'm super pushy, I only care about my grades, I'm a loser, etc. After a couple minutes to check if he stops and takes it back, I pipe up. I'm right here, his name. The bus goes silent. Nobody talks for the next 5 minutes, and when we get to school I get off like I always do. I didn't act on it because that would just worsen my reputation, but the threat of me going to any of the teachers was hanging over his head for the rest of the day.